Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, we talk relationships, game, human dynamics, everything in between. I got a topic for discussion today. That topic of discussion is when it gets to the point where you've educated yourself about the human psychology, about effective communication, and you've been in the field, for lack of better term, you've engaged with so many people, and you have, existed in such environments, and you've had these failures and experiences, and you've seen the world around you. Running game and effective communication, whether it be speaking to women or holding yourself in the right way and being perceived in the right manner and so forth, you start to operate on autopilot. So I always, because I like training, I put it in this perspective. So if you're squatting in the gym, yeah, you've got a barbell on your back with heavy weight and you learn how to squat. You could even learn how to do it body weight squats, right? Initially, it's quite awkward to get your technique right. You have to learn how to squat efficiently and correctly and ensure that your spine is safe. You have the entire mechanic of the body going from A to B, ass to grass, and performing a complete, coherent, functional squat. But once you learn how to do that correctly through dialing in that repetition, maybe injuring yourself along the way every once in a while, just to, kick you back into reality that it ain't all cookies and cream, and you still need to ensure you've got your eyes on the prize, and you need to sort yourself out from time to time and recalibrate your form. When you do it so much, your body isn't going to squat incorrectly anymore, because why would you choose to operate in a subpar manner that opens you up to injury and harm? It's nonsensical for your body to operate in that manner anymore. So you subconsciously squat correctly every single time. It's, unless there's external influence that stops you from doing so. And this is how learning about speaking to women and engaging with women and acting in political, you know, communications and transactional communications tend to pan out once you dial it in and go through the experience, the ever evolving and, you know, um, progressive momentum of being conscious of how you speak to people and how people engage with you and so on and so forth. It's a big jumble of words, yes, I know, but let me tell you, if you know how to speak to women in a way that doesn't have you be perceived as a creep, you're probably going to keep it that way, right? Why would you want to be perceived as a creep? Sometimes when we learn how to, you know, not even how we learn, sometimes how we get stuck in when we first start and want to start talking to women and start to push our boundaries and push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. And let's say, for example, we're not very good speaking to women, and we have to force ourselves into this steep and uncomfortable learning curve. We might, get shrugged off. We might fail 100,000 different times. We might, get looked at funny, and our feelings might be hurt, right? That stops after so long because a survival mechanism kicks place. Like, if we had to perceive ourselves as mature primates, if we had to take the evolutionary biological route, it's within our genetic protocol to procreate, survive, and pass our genes on, right? So to be rejected is a learning curve and a hard lesson that essentially traumatizes us into not taking that route next time because we don't want to feel that experience again, right? It's a trauma response. Jeez. I mean, it could scare you completely to the point where you don't speak to girls no more. I mean, that does happen, right? When you have a bad experience and you think, fuck that, I'm done with women, blah, blah, blah. But you aren't going to do that because you're a man, you're masculine, and you go and pursue and chase what you desire and what you need, right? So you live and learn to a point where now, when you're engaging with women, you're not scaring them away. They're not looking at you funny because you're not saying dumb things and you're not interacting and engaging in an overbearing way where they want you gone. You start to run game more efficiently. Yeah? When you perceive others and observe others and see how they are engaging with you and read the ulterior motives and read the elephant in the room and read, how they're trying to persuade and manipulate you, that two-way learning process as to how other people engage with you and how you engage with others becomes a self-fulfilling, automated, communicating machine. When you read the books and you inform yourself on the psyche of the person and how to make someone feel noticed, how to ensure someone is understood, how you are understood, how you can be more coherent, how you can insinuate, how you can read between the lines. You never really turn that off once you dial it in because it becomes a survival protocol. First and foremost, you reading other people is a matter of your own self-preservation. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is the procreation, and that is what kicks in once you are comfortable. You can start to speak more fluidly because you're not scared no more. You're not frightened no more. You have got yourself preserved. If I've got nothing to lose, what does it matter if you don't like me? Do you see? Running game becomes a natural, automatic means of communication when you learn how to do it correctly. And once you engage with so many people, you essentially know how to communicate thoroughly and coherently. And everybody's different. Everyone's got an amount of fluff above the foundational level. But once you understand and learn about the foundational level and the hard wiring of man and woman, there's not really so many places you can go wrong in talking to people and making friends of them, making partners of them, making, friends of them, to say the least. That's some game. I just thought I'd put that one on you. I got 2 links down in the description. Check them out. Peace.